In the scorched paddy fields of 1960s Tamil Nadu, a storm of exploitation was brewing among the Dalit laborers who endured endless hardship. These exhausted men, women, and children worked under a punishing sun, their bodies bent low, yet their spirits were finally beginning to stir. They gathered under the red flag of the farm union, whispering of a simple, fundamental human right, a fair wage for their toil. From the balcony of his distant, looming mansion, the wealthy landlord Iranjur Gopalakrishna Naidu watched them with a look of cold, aristocratic arrogance. The air grew thick with tension. Naidu, refusing to acknowledge the workers' demands, prepared a response that would haunt the region for decades. It was December 25, 1968. The air grew heavy, not with the joy of celebration, but with a terrifying, approaching darkness. A mob of the landlord's henchmen, fueled by malice and orders of violence, descended upon the village of Kilvenmani with flickering torches. Panic erupted in the dead of night. Desperate to survive, 44 workers, mostly women and children, huddled inside a small, fragile, thatched hut. Then, the unthinkable happened. A henchman reached out and locked the door from the outside, trapping the innocent souls in a wooden tomb. The night sky turned a hellish orange as the flames roared upward, consuming lives, dreams, and hope in one singular, brutal act of hatred. Those who tried to leap through the fire to safety were met with sharp blades and forced back into the inferno by merciless men. In the wake of the massacre, the halls of justice offered no solace. Naidu stood tall in the court hallway, appearing completely untouched. The scales of justice tipped heavily toward gold. The court eventually acquitted the mastermind, leaving the survivors in a state of profound shock. But the memory of the 44 did not die in the ashes of the hut. A cold, quiet anger took root in hearts. Nandan, a determined young man with eyes filled with resolve, began to organize a movement for retribution that would not be denied. They moved through the shadows of the village, preparing for the day when the blood of the innocent would be answered by the survivors. It was November 14th, 1980. The sun rose on a day of reckoning as Nandan's group closed in on the landlord's high walls. In the broad light of day, the silence was shattered. The agriculture tools of the workers became the instruments of their long-awaited retribution. The ambush was swift and absolute. A dark silhouette against the quiet village road marked the final end of a tyrant's long-standing reign. Justice, so long delayed by the powerful and the corrupt, was finally delivered by the very hands of those who had suffered most. Today, the memorial monument at Kilvenmani stands tall as a silent sentinel over the fields, a solemn reminder of the price paid for dignity. As the sun sets behind the monument, casting long, dark shadows over the earth, we remember, justice delayed is not justice forgotten.